Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have what I melted the first half of December, and oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to say I am very proud of myself that I have gone through some candles. I've been melting the machine and I've emptied quite a few things. So empties this month should be pretty decent. So we'll start with the candle that I've completed. And it's about time because we're no longer in fall. This is Fall Leaves from the Candle Daddy. Of course, I have my code and discount code down below if you guys choose to and want to use it. Actually, this one did really well towards the end. It's some sitting about, when it was about, I want to say about right here, some sitting issues. The wick kind of leaned over, and you can see I don't clean the candles. I want to show you guys what it's like. But it actually turned out really well. And it, like the last one I showed you, it's centered again, just a little bit of wax along the side. But this one smelled so good. To me, this was like if Bath & Body Works Autumn and Leaves had a baby, this is what that would smell like. So I really did enjoy this. So that again is from the Candle Daddy, and that's Fall Leaves. This is from Nanor. This is called Cassia, and I'll just send out a description on the back. And this is described as delight in our mix of cinnamon, vanilla, sandalwood, and tonka bean. And she's a beast, like she's super strong. But I am like, let me see, minus a little bit of tunneling. I'm about halfway there. So this is a great candle. I do love this brand. It's Canadian. You can find this brand in Quebec. The only thing that I would love to see a little bit more of, I understand it's a smaller company, but 1 or 2 new scents a month or every couple months would be nice, because as it stands, every time I go on there, it's the same scents. Some of which are obviously I like and I would love to buy again, or ones I haven't tried, but there are others that it's like, well, no, they're really not my alley. So but I love their jars. They're gorgeous, Canadian made, Nanor Cassia. Coffee up in this bitch. A candle from the Candle Daddy. So it is a centered wick. I haven't had any issues with this wick. I will say that it does not necessarily pull out towards the bottom. So that seems to be a theme. Doesn't pull out completely evenly at times, I guess. So that will be a theme I will say about the candles. But what I will say about the candles is they throw very, very well. This is a small, like either a 6 or it is a 6-ounce jar, and this thing throws my entire kitchen, hallway, living room. It's just a condo, but it still does very, very well. And it just smells like a mocha coffee cafe. It just smells like a cafe. So I really like this one, and I burned this one in the morning. So now that Nelson just left, so I took the opportunity to film. So as soon as I'm done filming, I will be lighting this candle, which I normally do in the early mornings, the days I don't work, which would be today. So that is coffee up in this booth. Candle Daddy is this morning wood Christmas tree. It's beautiful. So when I finished Fall Leaves, I brought in the morning wood, because of course we've got our Christmas tree up, but I want to definitely have the Christmas tree. The next one on my list to burn is Cookies for Santa, for obvious reasons, but this one smells so good. It's like a balsam, a fresh air balsam type scented candle. It definitely reminds me of like a Bath and Body Works type smell candle, but again, like, I don't know. I think these little jars, Bath and Body Works candles in this size do not throw, barely throw in a bathroom for me in my previous experience, but these ones are throwing very, very well. And I like that there's a bit of an open air kind of airiness. Like I'm out chopping my tree down outside in the middle of winter. It's cold, it's crisp, it just snowed. That's what I get from this one, and it does very well. I always trim my wicks prior to my next burn. That's why this wick is quite long. It was burning for, I want to say, about 2 hours yesterday, and so far even pool. There's no sooting so far. You can sort of see they fill a sucker all the way to the top. So anywho, I will obviously get back to you guys as the progression of this candle. My chopped up candles from Bath & Body Works. This one is Vanilla Balsam. I pulled out a lot of my balsam or tree-like scents, clearly, for this time of year, because our faux tree is up, and I like that smell in the living room and that. So anyway, this is doing really well. It throws like crazy. One of my favorite, I want to say, like, I love balsam, the candle balsam, but this is just a lovely, like a lovely alternative because of the vanilla. It's very unoffensive. So anyway, I'm down to right where the bag ends and the little window starts. So I will likely get through this, the last half of December, but I really do enjoy this. And again, you guys, my candles from Bath & Body Works throw like crazy, and they last a long time. I have no issues with holding on. I've got some candles that I've had chopped up for 3-4 years, or not 3-4 years chopped, but I've had candles that are 3-4 years old that I chopped up a year or two ago, and they are doing really well. So we have pumpkin carving. Now this is just literally the shavings on the bottom that's left. So the next time I go to use this, I'm going to dump out the shavings. So that's why it's not completely empty, but it will be empty the next time I go to use it. So. All right, we're going to go through some Scentsy here. I was gifted all of these here. So I know that there's a couple. This one was so good. Okay. So I melted this one in our bedroom. I used 2 pieces of wax in my warmer in the bedroom, and you can check out my playlist for what warmers I use and for where. I use this in the bedroom and I love it, and it reminds me of the white Tic Tacs. It's got a vanilla base. It's definitely a minty scent. So it's beautiful. I really do enjoy this one, and it threw very, very well. So for those of you who are unfamiliar what oud is part of the tree, the scent of a tree. And here in North America, we're just trying to get into oud in fragrance. I love oud, and this was beautiful. Oud can lean very masculine scented, but this was just a beautiful balance of yummy, creamy vanilla and that oud smell. So good. Oh, it smells so good. So I had this going in our bedroom as well. I really enjoy this one. I highly recommend that. It's just a great blend. I'll say Scentsy did a really great job with that one, because oud can be really strong for a lot of people. Blue Christmas. I had this going in our bathrooms. I love this. Just 1 cube in our bathroom warmers, because the warmers in the bathroom are quite small. They're just a plug-in. Very, very good. And obviously I pulled this out for Christmas time or the holiday season, and I'm glad I did. So I'm sad it's gone, but Blue Christmas is really, really good. I really enjoyed that. So if this is in your, I don't understand Scentsy that much, but I know a lot of you do. So if this is in your cart or if this is on your wish list, I would definitely pick this up. And like I said, it's been really great for the winter. And now my heat turned on. Yay! Thumbs up to that. But it's so loud. Finally got through my honey soaked apples from Swan Creek Candle Company, and I purchased this when I was with Ramona back in April 2019. I really, really love this. It's probably I would repurchase this one 10 times over out of all the other types of Swan Creek Candle Company melts. This is a soy-based melt, and soy-based, for me, in my experience, they always throw a punch for the first couple hours, and then they fade off into the distance very quickly after that, where a lot of these other melts are like a blend, and I don't get that issue. With the exception of honey-soaked apples, this sucker just is a beast. These are larger cubes. I'll show you here. They're larger cubes than what we're used to. You can half this, no problem. And it'll probably be about the same. Oops, sorry guys. It'll probably be about the same as that small one. But also too, I was walking down the hall in my condo. I got out of the elevator. I'm walking down the hall. I'm like, oh my God, I can smell my home fragrance from all the way down that elevator. That's how strong this was. I can't say that about all the other ones I've tried. I have tried quite a few now from Swan Creek, and I was quite disappointed. But honey soaked apples is fantastic, and Myra and Kyla were the ones who introduced me to this, and I very much would repurchase in the future, 100%. So it was interesting. I don't know if Candle Daddy's watching, but we have Morning Wood, which was teak wood, but we also have Morning Wood, which is Christmas tree. So a little confusing. Maybe they weren't quite sure what to call it. I don't know. But anyway, teak wood. Now, I don't like mahogany teak wood, but teak wood, sexy. This is like, it's so sexy. I had this going in the bedroom. There is something about it. I love fragrances, home fragrances, personal fragrance. And I do love and appreciate a lot of unisex fragrances out there that obviously lean a little bit more toward the masculine. This is what that is for me. I don't know what this is. It was just really, really good. It's teak wood. I've never actually had or owned anything that had teak wood in it, but or that was made of teakwood. But this smells like a really sexy men's cologne that I would wear, because I was that girl in the 90s who wore polo because it was like what all the guys are wearing, but I liked it because it was, to me, that was very sexy. So yeah, Morning Wood in the teakwood scent is 100% repurchase. This is very, very nice, and it threw very well. I used 2 cubes in my bedroom warmer. Then we have from Super Tarts, Hedwig. It's gorgeous, you guys. Hedwig is one of my absolute all-time favorites. I love a chai tea to drink, but it's the spices. It's the cardamom, it's the clove, it's a little bit of cinnamon, it's lactonic, and that's what I get from this. Chai tea, cheesecake, clove. I definitely get clove, but I get like a true-on, straight-up chai tea latte, so I get electronic notes. Maybe that's what they're trying to say about the cheesecake, but I get the cinnamon, the clove, the cardamom, and just, it's beautiful. So 100% would repurchase. I only use 1 of her cubes per warmer, and I could leave it on there for probably 3-4 days and still smell it just as strongly as I did the first time. Super Tarts, I used up a couple of her Advent from 2019. This is what was open on Christmas Day, and it is described as vanilla nutmeg, pretzel, almond snowball cookies, and gingerbread brulee. This definitely came out very gingerbready, which I loved. It was very seasonally appropriate. I really liked it. So there was quite a bit of cloves and like spices and things like that, and cinnamon. But I liked it. It was just one little, they were shaped looking like a streusel, and so I cut it in half, because again, her wax is very, very potent, and you only need a very small amount. And I also used day 6 from the same Advent calendar. Serendipity, caramel, apple, and nectarine. So cranberry and serendipity, caramel, apple, and nectarine. Yeah, this was really good. I did like this one as well. Again, it was just a singular piece that I cut in half, melted in our living room, and it threw like all day long. So yeah, I don't change my wax out as often as I used to, for a couple of reasons. I don't have the collection I used to have, so I don't feel like I need to melt it as much or as quickly as I once did. But also, I'm trying to appreciate the wax I have and use it all day long. I'm a little more frugal with that. But, you know, it is what it is, right? And then we've got a Rose Girls apple clove butter, vanilla sandalwood, and campfire marshmallows. Really enjoy this one. This was a little muffin, like a mini muffin that I cut in 4, like I cut into a quarter. This was really, really lovely. Really enjoyed this one. Perfect balance, like clove, I would say apple clove butter. I didn't necessarily get the sandalwood, didn't necessarily get the campfire marshmallow, but I definitely got apple clove butter, like just like the nice apple clove, like apple butter you would spread on your toast, like some fancy like market type style, and that you like treat yourself to because it's pretty expensive, but you want to support local, you know what I mean. It's got all the spices in it and stuff. And last but not least, I have Honeycrisp Apple. We finished it. So again, this is one of those bags, or one of the candles from Bath & Body Works that I froze, popped out of its container, chopped up, took the label off, and stuck it on one of these bags. And you guys, this just does very well. It's so economical to chop up your candles. If you're still a major burner but want to dip into this, if you're already getting 2 of 1 scent, that's one way I used to do it when I kind of eased my way into chopping. So I would already get 2 of, say, like the scent, and I would keep 1 to burn and 1 to chop up. So anyway, Honeycrisp Apple is just like the actual apple that is called Honeycrisp. So it's like a very nice dessert apple. They're a little bit smaller in size generally, but they're sweeter, and yeah, so I really like that. So that, folks, is everything that I melted for the first half of December. So next time we do one of these, it'll be the end of the month, end of the year. Comment down below if you'd like me to go through my empties for the entire 2020, because guess what? I saved it all. Yep, and I didn't move, so I didn't have to get rid of it halfway through. So let me know down below if that's something you're looking forward to. As always, you guys, be safe, take care, and have fun. Bye.